and I'm really very happy to be hosted by Dr. Iman today. I was thinking about something that may attract your attention or something that may be interesting for all the teachers. And I came up with an idea of sharing some tips and some tricks with you on how to manage your class effectively, or how to become a better manager for your class, if we can call it so. So this topic, or by this topic, I'll be addressing new teachers and teachers with low experience, because I believe that the more experienced you are, the more powerful and the more or the better manager you become to your class. So it's something that comes by experience more than by theories, and more than by techniques and reading about it. It's something that needs you get in contact with a lot of students and deal with different abilities, with different students with different behaviors, and hence you can learn more on how to deal with them and to find a way on how to deal with them better. Someone is typing something. I hope you can learn or you can hear me properly. Okay.
Yes, everything's fine, Sarah.
Great. Okay. So today I'll be talking about classroom management for young learners. It's not going to be a lecture, but I'm going to share with you based on my own experience in classes, because I have been teaching for a long time, around maybe 16 years now. Maybe I look young, but I'm not that young. So through my experience, I got to find out some ways that may calm down and make my class more relaxed than before. Especially nowadays, students in classes are not like the students we used to be before. We face a lot of the challenges. We face students from different backgrounds. We face a lot of maybe problems in behaviors, and you as a teacher need to find a way on how to deal with all these difficulties inside your classroom. So I will need your help by typing or texting me through the messages. Tell me, have you ever entered your class and found this picture, found this situation happening in your class? People are so messy, they are upside down, they are moving around. If yes, type yes. If no, type no. Waiting your answers in the chat box. Have you ever seen this situation before in your classroom? I don't get any messages, but let's consider it no. That's perfect. This means that most of you are experienced already. Okay, so yes, great. We have the first yes here. Okay, another yes, perfect. Okay, so I suppose that most of us have faced this situation before, especially after the break time, especially after a PE session. Students are so messy, they are upside down, they need to be relaxed and calm down. They need something to make them calm, and they need control from you. So let's talk now about some factors that may lead to a better classroom management. The first thing that you may adopt as a teacher is to have a character of a teacher. So once you agreed to be a teacher, you need to adopt a new character, even if it's not your character. You need to be a teacher. You need to wear the mask of a teacher. Since you enter the classroom, since you enter the school, you need to take care of your behavior, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way even you eat, the way you deal with your fellow teachers. Because maybe at some point you don't notice, but the student is noticing you in every single action. So some teachers are really acting very spontaneously in classrooms, and this is not acceptable. It will not make the students respect you. It will make you maybe You are downgrading yourself by acting less than a teacher. So it's not accepted that you deal in a very friendly way with the students. You have to keep limits with them. You have to be the teacher. So once I say a teacher, so the character should be there, someone who is respectable, someone who laughs when it needs laughing, someone who's serious when the situation needs to be serious. So you don't act spontaneously at all when you are in the school. These are some of the management styles that are adopted by teachers. The first one, as you see in the picture, the one who likes to act like a gamer. Some teachers are adopting this technique. They always keep their students busy with something by doing a game, by implementing something related to fun through learning activities. And for me, I will talk about myself. I'm one of these teachers. I like this way so much. And I really find it very helpful, especially with young learners, because once I adopt or I try to implement something that has fun within, they don't understand that they are learning, but they are actually learning through fun. And this keeps them very calm. All of them want to participate. All of them are behaving because they want to play the game. And I really like this technique so much. It works very well, perfectly with young learners. The second type of teachers is the social worker, the one who listens a lot, the one who's acting friendly when it comes or when it needs, the one who tries to dig deep in the psychology of their students, the one who's a friend sometimes, the one who's very caring. And actually, all of us need to be a social worker at a certain point when it needs. Sometimes in your classes, you find the students that have problems, family issues. You need to be a social worker. You need to listen to them. You need to make them feel home. You need to feel them, to make them feel comfortable and relaxed in your classroom, because they already have problems and they don't want more. I like this way so much, and sometimes I adopt it also in my classrooms. This type of management styles, it reminds me with the grandmother. Actually, most of our grandmothers are very overprotective, and they are very overprotective. They are very caring. They are spoon feeding. In my opinion, I don't like this way because once you adopt this technique with your students, you make them very dependent on you. And it doesn't go them any further. It makes them dependent. It doesn't build a strong character. So I'm not very big fan of being a grandmother or adopting this technique in your classroom. The third management style is the drill sergeant. From the picture, you can say, maybe this reminds you of our good old days when we used to be at a school, people who were born in 80s. We used to have teachers like this. And I remember I had a teacher like this when I was in primary school. Once he enters the class, he doesn't want anyone to speak. He doesn't want anyone to breathe. And all of us were really terrified from him. And I don't think this is a good context in which a student can learn and can feel relaxed and can get any benefit. So it's not good that you become very dominant like this and to over control everything. And it's not an healthy atmosphere. So now let me ask you, which one are you? Which management technique do you adopt inside of your classroom? And pay attention that one teacher may be a mixture of all these, or maybe you're depending or you depend on only one. So let me know in the comments, please, which technique do you adopt in your classes? Hello, I'm waiting your answers. participate so you can get your certificate. Okay. So just type in the message, wake up people. Just type in the message. Which type do you adopt? You are the gamer. Perfect.
Miss Sarah, someone is saying, could you please repeat them all again?
Oh, okay. No problem.
And Amani said the game shower and the social worker.
That's great. Okay. I have already explained them, so I will need someone to help me in repeating this all over again. So who remembers what we have said about the game show? What does this guy or this teacher do? Which management style does he have? Anyone wants to talk? Raise your hands.
Okay, Miss Hala is saying, please unmute me. So I will.
Unmute you.
Yes.
Okay.
Try now, Miss Hala, please. You can now.
Now, yes. Okay,
Yes,
now, yes.
good.
All right. The gamer is the person or the teacher who keeps the students busy all the time doing something.
Miss Sarah, you are muted.
Hello, Miss Hala. Hello, how are you doing, dear? She's gone.
No, I'm here. Okay. Didn't work.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. How about you?
great. Okay, so you said that you are the game show or you are the gamer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you
Yes.
tell us about some of the techniques that you implement with your students in the classroom that worked well and it made them busy and it made them really attentive with you?
Well, some speaking games like not only presentations, but for example, the show, like they are on the show, you know, or something.
Perfect.
And like they hosting another person and they asking him, we apply what we learned. For example, if we learned how to form questions, you know, ask him some questions and so on. And also maybe the story life of another person. Yeah, and
Perfect.
different
Perfect.
ideas.
Did it work well with you? I mean, you found them attentive, paying attention with you, Miss Hala?
I don't know, there's something with the mic. Okay, yes.
No
Of course.
problem.
All right.
Which grades are you teaching, dear? Lower grades?
All, like I teach all, young learners and adults.
That's great. Perfect. Thank you for participation. Okay, the second one, we said that it's the social worker, the teacher who acts like a social worker. He keeps on listening to their teachers, to the students' needs. He digs deep inside their psychology. He tries to know what's behind this character or what's inside of this tiny creature, why they are sad today, why they are absent or they were absent yesterday. They keep on calling the mom to asking about the health of the student. And actually, all of us need to have part of our management style should be the social worker one. Because we are not only teachers, but we are moms as well and dads. So we need to make our students feel like we are very close to them. We are there with them. We notice that they are not here today. They are absent today for a reason, or they have been absent for a long time. So I need to call them and ask about their health. It's something that builds a very close relationship between you and your student. So part of your character as a teacher should be the social worker one. Don't say that it's not my job. I'm not here for treating psychological issues. I'm just a teacher. I need to teach and give my lesson and go out. No, we are working as a teachers, and this is a very humane job. We need to be humans as well while dealing with these students and deal with them as if they are our kids. Someone is saying something in the messages.
Yes,
You are a
Miss.
social worker too. I care a lot about my students. That's perfect, Miss Hela. Thank you so much for doing so. I talked about this type of management style, and I said that I don't like because our grandmothers are really overprotective. They are caring too much about us and they are spoon feeding us. And I don't like a teacher to act in this way because this affects the character of the student later. It makes them very dependent on you. Once they leave the early ages or the lower grades and they become bigger, they cannot act independently, and they want to get back to their old teacher because she used to be overprotective. And this really affects very much the coming teacher or the new teacher of the new grade. The last one, of course, nobody loves a teacher like that, who is very domineering, who is very strong, who is controlling everything, who doesn't want anyone to speak, he doesn't want anyone to breathe even. That's not a healthy situation, and that's not a good environment for anyone to learn. Students are there to learn from you, not to be terrified from the way you look or the way you behave with them. And as I said, we used to have teachers like this when we were young. People who were born in 80s will relate that during this time we had teachers like this. Once they enter the classroom, nobody speaks, nobody laughs. You even feel that you can't breathe because you are so scared. This is not a healthy atmosphere, and even after maybe you everything will be in control during the year and you will have a smooth year for you as a teacher, but after the year finishes, nobody will remember you or will remember any good deeds for you. Nobody will love you, nobody will respect you. They will feel like they got rid from you when the year finishes. And of course, we don't like to leave this kind of memory in our kids or our students' memory or mentality. So I was asking which one are you? And Miss Hala said she's a mix between the social worker and the gamer. I recommend that a good teacher should be a mixture of or adopting a lot of management styles, not only one, just to be not for the students to feel monotonous from repeating the same things every day. So you need to adopt different management styles. If anyone wants to talk about the management styles, I'm all ears. You may speak if you would like. If you would like to add something, share with us something you have adopted in your classroom and it worked well with your students. Anyone wants to participate, guys? Hello. Nobody? Okay. Of course, you as a student, not as a teacher, put yourself in the place of the student. If you enter the classroom like this one on the right and a classroom like this one on the left, which one you will feel more comfortable in? Definitely the one on the left. So something very important that we need to take care on the left. Very good, Hala. Thank you. We need to pay attention to is the classroom environment or the physical setting of my classroom. Since I'm teaching early years, I need to make sure that my classroom walls are decorated, they are colorful, they are eye-catchy, attractive to them. The way I'm putting the chairs should be comfortable and relaxing to them. The seating is very important. There should be a window, an open window to open it to breathe the fresh air. A seating like this one on the right will not be very nice for them. The walls are very plain. They will not feel very comfortable being everyone separately. They cannot implement any kind of group work or pair work because they are sitting so far away from each other. So it's not a very good environment for the student to be And so take care of how your class looks like, because this affects the psychology so much, your psychology as a teacher and the psychology of the student as well. Okay, now I know that not all of us are working in very relaxing and comfortable schools, and some people who are maybe from the countryside, they have difficult and different circumstances and they need to face. So I want you to share with me what one thing in your classroom you find uncomfortable for your student and it works against you to implement a good classroom management. Anyone wants to talk, please? Anyone wants to participate? Don't be shy. It's fine. We are just sharing knowledge together. All of us are a group of fellow teachers. It's just a conversation, chit chat. We are learning from each other and sharing knowledge. So
For
Hala,
me,
again.
a very important thing is
Yeah.
the air conditioner, to be honest.
It's not
Students
there.
are hot, sweating, you know, and they want to leave. They don't. Yeah. So
Okay.
yes, this is one point, an important point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And sometimes the seating arrangement, you know, maybe the class it has a lot of chairs, you know, and a desk of the teacher. So
the
you
space
try,
itself and the number of the
yeah,
students
and it
also
takes time
affects.
when you try to do a specific, you know, format for the classroom setting and so on. Yeah, and it
It
makes a lot
does.
of noise. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect.
Sorry for interrupting. Take care, guys, because you're sending the messages to me. Could you please send the message to the group? You're sending the message
Okay,
direct to me. I
to
will
the
tell you.
group.
Yes, send it to the
Group
group,
chat,
please.
not to Dr. Iman. So
Yes.
I will be
Mariam
able
said
to see.
I would read them out loud for you, Ms. Sarah, using technology. She said using technology. What have I to do for handling virtual workshop for you? I just read it out loud, but I don't understand, sir. So could you please, like, elaborate?
Me neither.
I don't know.
Okay,
Please,
so
guys,
I
you're
think
still
she
sending the
means
messages to
that
me.
maybe she doesn't have internet connection inside of her classroom. So this acts like an obstacle against things she wants to implement or videos she wants to open for her classroom. Maybe she says that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
These are the comments in the chat box.
Thank you so much. Okay, something very important from the beginning of the year. The first impression the students take about you is something very important. You need to be firm and friendly at the same time, but everything with limits and everything should be calculated. You shouldn't be spontaneous all along, because this ruins everything afterwards. So you need to take care of your actions, your behaviors, even with your teachers in the hallway. Students watch you in every single situation. So you need to pay attention to this. As long as you are inside the school, you need to pay attention to this. Something very important you should do in the beginning of the year is to tell your students about the classroom rules and routines, what you like inside of your classroom, what you don't like, and why you don't like it. Explain to them how this will affect them negatively or positively. Okay, make them do an agreement with you on things that they will follow all during the year. And also, since you talked about your classroom rules, you should be consistent in following them and in implementing them. Don't follow them one day and the other day you are so lazy to follow them, because this will make them lose interest and they will go out of control later on. So you need to be consistent, and consistency here is a key word for every teacher, not only in classroom management, but also in the way you deal with them, in your teaching style as well. Your tone of voice should be very clear. So students should have a pleasant tone of voice, not very noisy, something that brings them or makes them dizzy and feel headache. I have a daughter. Sometimes she comes back from school. She tells me, "Mama, I have headache. The teacher keeps talking all the time, and the kids are talking." So this affects the students very well and very much. So you have to pay attention to this. Your tone of voice should be pleasant and not too loud, not very low at the same time. Also, it's very important to address the students by their names. Don't say you. By this way, they feel they are so far away from you and you are not friends. But when you call them by their names, they feel like you notice them and they are there, they are being noticed by you. If you're teaching young learners, you may start the lesson with a song or a chant. This is a sample for a chant that I love. Reach up high, reach down low. Let's sit down and start the show. And there are so many different chants as well. We may say class, class, yes, yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. There are so different songs that are very nice and students love them very well. I sometimes tell them, zip it, look it, put in your pocket. It means that silent, nobody talks now. And there is also the freeze technique, freeze. So everyone freezes and they are silent for a moment. It's so nice also that you use the discipline chart or something to motivate them by giving points, putting stars. They could be on the walls of the class or maybe at the back of their copybook. One of the very important tools that every teacher should use is Class Dojo. Class Dojo is something that helps me a lot inside of my classroom because the parent, once you give a point to a student, the parent receives the point and knows that her or his kid did something really well today, and the teacher is so proud of them at this moment. And this makes both the parent and the kid happy. This is how it works. It's very easy. You just need to sign up by your name, and here you will find your classes. You start adding the names of your students. Let's say, for example, Muhammad. For example, add. Okay, so now I have the number of the students that I have in my class. I have now 2 students. Muhammad did something well and I want to motivate him at this moment. I press here and I press on what I want to press on, like maybe he's working hard or he worked in a teamwork. Let's share sound. Maybe he is participating very well. So they keep on collecting marks till the end of the year or till the semester. And at the end, you bring something nice to them. Maybe you treat them with the food, or maybe you bring to them a surprise that you love. You then play an online game or something that you decide with them. Also, there is another one which is called 1, 2, 3, class 1, 2, 3. It's the same idea also. It's the same idea. You need to sign up and insert the students' names and rate them accordingly to what they did well inside of your classroom. Okay, and that was all for today. I hope you got any benefit from today's workshop, and I really enjoyed my time with you. I'm very open to any question, or anyone wants to share something, or anyone wants to add something. I'm really very open. And Dr. Iman is here. The mic is yours, Dr. Iman.
I would like really to thank you, Ms. Sarah. It was really a very informative session. I'm so honored
Thank
to
you.
have you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for accepting my invitation. Do you have
The
guys any
pleasure is all
questions?
mine.
Thank you so much, Habib.
Thank you, Hala. Thank you, everyone who participated. And I hope that you got any benefit from today's presentation. It was a chit chat between each other. As teachers, we know, we know what we have inside of our classrooms and we know what we suffer from. So we want to make things easy for each other by sharing knowledge and exchanging experiences. And that's really something I like so much. Inshallah, next time I will be attending for one of you with Dr. Iman. And thank you and have a nice day and good night.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. Do you have
Thank you.
any questions to Miss Sarah before she leaves? Anyone? Let me check the chat box. Yeah, Asma is saying thank you so much. It was a
Welcome.
fruitful lecture. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because the message is sent to me. Thank you. Thank you. Shaima is saying great work. Very informative session. Thank
Yeah.
you.
If anyone needs the PowerPoint, you may leave your email or I will be sending it to Dr. Iman. She will be forwarding it to you. I don't mind.
Thank you so much. Amani
Thank you.
Barakat saying thank you so much. This is the Google form for the certificate. Please fill it out. And you will receive your certificate in like
Yeah, thank you.
3-4 working days, inshallah. Okay, I guess they don't have any questions. A lot of people are sending, still they are sending the messages to me. Thank you so much.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Very informative session. Thank you so much. People are thanking you and I'm thanking you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you
Iman.
and have a lovely night.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you.